Boss, I have a gem I want to share with you. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about the top 10 business auto loans that have a super fast approval, no personal guarantee, and on top of that, they have large amounts. This is just fantastic. Don't you go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it.
One in a million, one in a million, one in a million. You know they're coming up to me, cause I'm just the kind of flow with a stinging kind of beat, but the rhythm's getting higher. Go, 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 go. One in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million.
Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Speedy Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you're to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee, or tea, or vodka, and let's roll. In today's conversation, we want to talk about the top 10 business auto loans, and we have a trifecta for you. Here are loans that actually have super fast approval, no personal guarantee, and massive amounts. Fantastic. Number 10, we have U.S. Bank. Our score is 7.5 over 10. So when you think about U.S. Bank, you are looking at loan amounts that can go all the way to $1 million, okay? You can have an EIN only. In other words, no personal guarantee. The APR will go from 4.50% to 11%. And the tenor of this loan is 60 months. So we're looking at 5 years, okay? And U.S. Bank has no origination fee, no maintenance fee, no prepayment penalty, no termination fees, no additional fees, no fees in general, okay? So this is really good. What we love about U.S. Bank is the flexibility. In other words, they will actually work with you depending on your industry. So they fund car loans, business car loans for a variety of industries, whether it is medical, dental, and medical, dental equipment, whether it is medical, dental industry. If you are doing manufacturing, doing construction, if you're looking for, they fund all kinds of equipment and business loans, business car loans. So U.S. Bank, 7.5 over 10. Number 9, we have national funding. Our score, 8 over 10. So national funding is an alternative lender. And this, in our view, is great for startups or established businesses that have bad credit, okay? And this is kind of cool. And with them, you can actually fund your business auto loans up to $150,000. So, at that amount, we're looking at trucks or other large commercial vehicles, right? And you can also lease it. So they actually are pretty good in terms of financing it or leasing it for you, okay? And what we love here is that you are able to potentially qualify because their requirements are less strict. Okay. And one thing we love also is that you have a flexibility in terms of working at the type of vehicle that you need. Okay. So national funding doesn't place a lot of restrictions on the kind of vehicles that you can buy. And one thing we love is that you also have the ability to work with them. They actually have a program. In addition to leasing or financing your car, they have a program whereby you can get the cash to take care of, let's say, temporary repairs. You want to upgrade your vehicle. You want to actually do some changes on the car. They actually can finance that too. So this is really good. Number 8, we have Balboa Capital. Our score, 8.5 over 10. Now, one thing we love about Balboa Capital is that they are really good in terms of large vehicle financing, specifically large commercial trucks. Okay, they're really good, and they can actually finance your truck loan or your cargo van loan all the way to $250,000. Okay, so they do the $250,000 for vans, for trucks, for flatbeds and other vehicles. Okay, and one thing we love here is that they were really fast. When you think about Balboa Capital, they were really fast. The only thing is that they want you to have a business that's been around for 1 year at least and generating at least $100,000 in revenue. That's annual revenue. Okay, all credit scores are considered. Okay, so even if you have a less than perfect credit at the business level or personal level, they're fine with that. Okay, and one thing we love is that they offer commercial truck financing that is fast, that is secure, and that can be recurrent. In other words, you can borrow again if you're comfortable with the process. They will work with you. So they have an application only for hard collateral up to $500,000. Application only for soft collateral up to $350,000. Okay, if you are approved, you can actually get the funds on the same day, not a problem. And everything happens online, okay? You submit an easy online application and they will actually review it and they'll get back to you within 8 hours. Number 7, we have Chase. Our score, 8.5 over 10. So when we talk about business auto loans with no personal guarantee and massive amounts, Chase is not a prominent player, but they are a good player. But this business auto loans is great for existing Chase customers, okay? And if you and the thing here is that Chase doesn't offer a lot of details about their business auto loans, but you can actually get financing for used or new commercial vehicles, okay? And you can use loans for financing or refinancing eligible costs. So not a problem, okay? And the thing with Chase is that through their business auto loans, you can preserve capital with up to 100% financing plus 10% soft cost. And you can actually enjoy flexible payment structures, okay? So you're able to match the payment structures with your business's cash availability. It's all about making sure that you are in the process of having the extra cash to use for something else, okay? If that's what you really want, so that's really good. And we love the fact that Chase, again, you got to be an existing Chase business customer to be able to actually benefit from all those services. But it is really good. They have excellent customer service and they have an excellent department for equipment financing. Number 6, we have Capital One. Our score, 9 over 10. So when we talk about business auto loans with no personal guarantee and massive amounts, Capital One is really great. And this is great for businesses that are older than 2 years. See, the thing with Capital One is you need to be an established business. Not really established in the sense of being there for 10 years, but they want minimum 2 years of operational history, okay? And they can actually, their funding starts at $10,000 and go to $500,000, okay? And their repayment terms can go all the way to 5 years. So this is really good, okay? And they will actually fund you within 72 hours, okay? That's Capital One. And one thing we love is that they have excellent customer service. They ask for a few, very minimal paperwork because this is a collateralized loan. They just, of course, they want to have a quote or an invoice from the leasing company or from the car dealership, okay? And this is kind of cool. And one thing I want to say here is that Capital One has been doing this for years now, okay? And so this is part of their equipment and vehicle loan financing program. So it's in other words, through this program, you can also finance your equipment with them, not a problem. And you need to have you need to be in business for at least 2 years and have a Capital One business checking account. This is important. You got to have this business checking account from Capital One. Number 5, we have Wells Fargo. Our score, 9 over 10. Now, we love Wells Fargo because they have low-cost business auto loans. Really, this is really good. And they can finance you from $10,000 to $100,000, okay? And they have fixed rates starting at 4.5%. So if you need, let's say, a heavy-duty vehicle, Wells Fargo offers semi-truck financing via a separate commercial loan program. But if you're looking for a business auto loan, just a regular auto loan, you can go through their auto loan program, okay? And we love the fact that they don't charge documentation fees, okay? They have an equipment express loan. They don't charge documentation fees. But if you want, let's say, you want a loan that is above $100,000, you got to contact their equipment finance professional. And you can request them to call you back, or you can reach out to them. If you are in the vicinity of a Wells Fargo branch, you can just walk into a branch and ask to talk to someone, okay? But overall, Wells Fargo is really great. And they have loan and lease options to help you in terms of your commercial vehicle needs, okay? You have terms from 12 to 84 months. Think about that. That's 1 year to 7 years, okay? They have they can do interim financing, they can do term loans, they can do operating leases, okay? And they can do lease purchase agreements. They can do a lot of stuff. Number 4, we have here Ally Bank. Our score 9.5 over 10. So Ally Bank is great for flexible auto leases and loans that have absolutely zero personal guarantee. Okay, the thing is that depending on the states you're applying from, some of these loans, even though they're all say no personal guarantee, they might ask for some kind of personal guarantee. But Ally Bank is the one that has absolutely zero PG in all 50 states. Okay, and they do regular auto loans, regular business auto loans. They also do a specialty vehicle financing. Okay, so let's say you want to upfit a vehicle, such as you want to add a crane lift device or towing equipment. Ally will actually finance that for you, not a problem. Okay, you can choose to modify trucks, vans, or other commercial vehicles with special business equipment, or you can comply with accessibility needs by adding mobility lifts and right-hand drive capability. They'll take care of that too. Okay, so they actually do heavy-duty truck financing, heavy-duty cargo van financing, heavy-duty trailer financing, not a problem. Okay, they have competitive rates. They will work with you, and they have flexible term options up to 75 months. This is really good. 75 months. This is really good. And actually, they can finance vehicles that have up to. They actually have financing for vehicles up to 6 models years old with up to $700,000, 700,000 miles, not dollars, depending on the collateral type. Okay, so really, what we love with the Ally Bank is the flexibility. Number 3, we have a CIT. Our score 9.5 over 10. And what we love is, for those of you who have been in the game for a long time, you probably remember that the CIT used to be called Direct Capital. Now they have changed. Now it's CIT. And the thing here is that CIT is a great platform for fast funding and affordable starting rates. Okay, and CIT is mostly an online lender. And what they're really good at is to give you pretty low auto loans for businesses. Okay, their rates start at around 5.49%, and the repayment terms range from 6 months to 6 years. Okay, and this is something you need to think about. And so they provide all kinds of financing for your small business needs. Okay, and it doesn't matter, the industry is fine as long as you have a legit business. They will fund your commercial truck. They will fund your cargo van. They will fund your commercial box truck. They will fund your commercial trailer. They do a lot of stuff. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Finest, young mystic killer, and call me señorita. I papi got me dreaming, my legs up on the ceiling. Oh yeah. I know when he come, he ain't never gonna leave. No. Hit it the night run, and that's the way I wanna be. So don't think.
Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Speedy Kiwi Show. I'm still talking to you about the top 10 business auto loans that have a super fast approval, no personal guarantee, and massive amounts. Number 2, we have a Bank of America. Our score 10 over 10. And Bank of America, really, they have actually been kicking ass lately in terms of their business auto loans. They've been innovating. They've been actually expanding that business like crazy, and we love that. So Bank of America is great for business owners who want time to shop around for a vehicle, because they do have a pre-approval process in place where they just pre-qualify you, give you the cash, so you know you have the cash anyway, and you can just walk around and just trying to find yourself a good commercial auto. Okay, and what we love with Bank of America is that you are looking at APR that start as low as 2.99%. This is really good. And loan amounts range from $10,000 to $100,000, and you can use them to purchase or refinance cars, vans, or light trucks. And if you want to go further, if you want to go above $100,000, you got to contact a Bank of America representative and have a conversation. Okay. So one thing we love with Bank of America is that it's one of the best overall choices for a business auto loan, because the interest rate, the starting interest rate, is just fantastic. Think about it, 3%. Whew. And they don't have funding restrictions, and they have easy to meet qualifications. Okay, and you can finance a vehicle with up to 75,000 miles that's up to 5 years old and have funding in one of 3 ways. Okay, so this is really good. Number 1, the best of the best is Crest Capital. Our score 10 over 10, and Crest Capital is great overall. and they are great for hard to finance cargo vans, trucks, or if you have specialty vehicles you want to finance. Crest Capital is really great, and they can actually fund you. They have business loans. They have business auto loans of up to $1 million. Think about it. This is really good. $1 million. Okay. And you're talking about a maturity that goes from 1 year to 7 years. This is really good. And so when you think about Crest Capital, I want you to think about an alternative lender. They're not a traditional lender. Okay. And so they have an easy online application, and that's fine. And the only thing is you need to have at least 2 years in business and fair credit to qualify. This is what it is. So they finance all types of business vehicles, including work trucks, trailers, vans, and specialty vehicles. Okay. And so when we talk about their categories, so they do ambulance financing, boom truck financing, mixer truck financing, commercial vehicle financing, delivery van financing. They do dump truck financing, garbage truck financing. They have plow truck financing, salt truck financing, limousine, and so on and so forth. People mover, work truck. They do a lot of financing in a lot of categories. Before I close to this conversation, I want to have an overview with you about business auto loans in general. What is that? What is a business auto loan? What is it? Well, this is sometimes called a commercial auto loan. Okay. So this is financing you can use to buy a vehicle for your company. So these loans typically cover cars, vans, and some trucks. So you'll likely need an equipment loan or a commercial truck loan for a heavy duty vehicle. So this is important. Now, make sure that the business is used for business purposes, not the vehicle, the car or whatever the auto is used for business purposes. The vehicle loan can be in your business's name. Okay. And potential tax deductions are available. Because if you buy or lease a business vehicle, you can deduct its ownership and operating cost. This is really good. And owners can also deduct a car's depreciation. So there are multiple ways to do this. You have Section 179 of the tax code that allows you to deduct the entirety of the amount, though that amount varies based on factors like vehicle type. Okay, and the thing is that if you want to get a proper business auto loan, there are a few things you got to do. First of all, I want you to walk around, shop around, not even shop around. You first want to find the right vehicle. Depending on the needs that you have, your vehicle might be different. So you got to have the right vehicle first. This is important. And don't take that step lightly, okay? You want to do your research, your homework online, offline, and whatnot. You want to go to a car dealership. You want to actually see the vehicle itself. And then you want to compare offers. Don't actually jump on the first offer. No. And the thing is, if your business has a relationship with a financial institution, it can make sense to see if that institution offers business auto loans, right? So you want to shop around, but you want to start from where they know you. Okay. It's all about starting from home, as they say. And you want to apply with the lender. So once you have actually, let's say you have finalized your, you have a zeroed in on one lender. You want to actually do everything with the lender and make sure that they actually, they have the right financing for you. And the cool thing is you want to pre-qualify though. You want to make sure you have a pre-qualification process so you know how much you can be approved for. Okay, this is important. Another question people ask sometimes is that, should I lease or finance my car? In other words, should I buy or lease my car? Well, that's a big question. And I don't have an answer for you because it depends on a lot of things. It depends on the industry you're in. It depends on the patterns. It depends on the best practices in that industry. It depends on your company's financial situation. Obviously, when you have a loan or when you buy a vehicle outright, or you lease it, there are consequences not only in terms of your cash flows, but also in terms of your accounting processes, your financial reporting. So those are things you have to answer. So when you actually, if you want to free up cash flow, the best way is to actually lease, because then you don't have a problem. But if you don't, let's say you want to actually you want to own the car because that you are going to use the car for a long time, then it might be great to actually to buy it. Okay, and one thing you need to understand is that there are some business auto loan alternatives. In other words, if you just shop around or you keep applying and you are not able to get a proper business auto loans, you can actually get the cash from other sources and use that cash to buy the business auto. Okay, we have small business loans. Okay, you can use it for term loan, SBA loan, or business line of credit, and you can use that money to finance a company car. Okay, or you can look for a consumer auto loan. So if you can't qualify for a business auto loan, or your vehicle will be driven more for your personal use, consider a consumer auto loan. Or also try to look for what we call a personal business loan. In other words, if you are a sole proprietorship or you are a single member LLC, then you can actually, quote unquote, apply for a personal business loan. Okay. And so into this conversation, all the business loans that I share with you, we actually evaluated them through a couple of things: rates and fees. We looked at the loan amounts, the repayment terms, those were important for us, the qualification requirements, okay, things like annual revenue requirements, time in business, credit score, all that kind of stuff, vehicle restrictions, and the speed of funding. Do they fund you the next day or do they fund you after 1 month? So we kind of took all these factors into consideration. Before I close today's conversation, and I want to dig a little deeper here, I want you to check this loan evaluation approach video. This explains at length our process for evaluating, categorizing, and listing business loans, including business auto loans. Check this out. All right, boss. Here are the top 10 business auto loans. They have super fast approval, no personal guarantee, and massive amounts. Number 1, Christ Capital, 10 over 10. Number 2, Bank of America, 10 over 10. Number 3, CIT, 9.5 over 10. Number 4, Ally Bank, 9.5 over 10. Number 5, we have a Wells Fargo, 9 over 10. Number 6, we have Capital One, 9 over 10. Number 7, we have Chase, 8.5 over 10. Number 8, we have Balboa Capital, 8.5 over 10. Number 9, we have National Funding, 8 over 10. And number 10, we have US Bank, 7.5 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.